Welcome to ATTY and make at least 10 people in the village can't fall asleep when they hear the news. Who said that? And why? It's my dad. My silly dad said to my mom when Lai Bao was born on the 16th of October 2020. Lai Bao is mom and dad's 5th grandchild. But subconsciously, my father thought Lai Bao is their first grandson. My son Kundi used to laugh at him. Hey, granddad, am I not your grandson? My dad is always smiling without any words. I think I can completely understand my father's words. It's not only a helplessness, but also a pain. Thousands history, the Chinese traditional view is there is nothing a son can do. The old value is grafted onto the whole society and encompasses all social classes. Mom gave birth to our 4 daughters. Dad felt very depressed. If you don't have a son, you will be ridiculed and bullied. Mom and dad were bullied by some people in the village. Some even are close family members. An aunt was yelling at my mom, "Your lights don't work. What are you fighting for?" This happened by the pond in front of the village. While women were washing clothes there, the aunt was arguing with my mom for the ownership of the mountain pies. "Your lights don't work" means you don't have a son. Mom cried. Something similar happened several times. At that time, the village land was under collective ownership. All the village adults went to work together and the food was distributed equally. My dad was an accountant in the village, so he was easier to be attacked by words. After my brother was born in 1980, the things became a little bit better. In 1982, China implemented a land reform policy. The ownership contract responsibility system was initiated with the household contractor. From then on, there were few conflicts between them and the villagers. But according to the family plan policy, my brother was overborn and he was fined 300 RMB by the government. 300 RMB was a huge number for my mom and dad at that time. They had to sell some rice. My dad sold 2 stone mills, and my mom had to borrow money from 2 friends to pay off the fine. During those years, Mom even had to borrow 20 cents to buy homework books for me. In 1984, my sister Lian began to go to school year 1. The school fee was 7 yen, 7 RMB. But mom had to borrow for it. A few years later, mom gave birth to one more daughter, though they hope it's a son. I never forget the scenes in hospital. I went to visit my mom and my little newborn sister. Seeing mom's face, her smiling, was worse than crying. I never forget it. We 5 daughters are lucky enough though. Mom and dad didn't dislike us, let alone abandon any of us. They were frugal and hardworking in order for any of us to go to school. There were over 20 children the same age as me in the village. All the others left school and worked for their parents at home, except for me and one boy. The boy was special because his father was a worker in the town station. Seeing my mom and dad working so hard made my grandma say, "No one goes to school, only your daughters go to school. That's like cutting grass for the fish in the river, blah blah blah." But my parents didn't care for the words. Time flies. My sisters, my brother, and I all finished university and have our jobs in cities. Mom and dad moved with us and helped us to look after our kids since my son Kundi was born. But mom and dad still had their worry. We all know why. Because my brother got married a bit late and didn't have a child till 2020.
鼻子大大的，没你教了你。鼻子大大的，对，trong男老。
trong男老。
trong男老cái眼睛掉，光乱转。
你那个手指过来一点。
别讲呆呆。chạm vào đi, chạm vào đi. Một tiêu hả?
Lai Bao was born on the 16th of October 2020. Mom and dad can't hide their inner joy and satisfaction. Poor mom and dad. We all know and we see. They love Kundi, they love Yangi, they love their grandchildren. They love and care for all of us. This is Lai Bao's baby steps in November 2020. Baby steps is a banquet to celebrate the birth of the baby for 1 month. Traditionally, this is also a time to reintroduce the mother to the world. All the relatives in Huizhou attended. My 2 sisters and my brother all live in Huizhou. Their homes are not far away from my home. They come to visit my mom and dad every weekend, have lunch or dinner together, or they will take my mom and dad to have morning tea. I miss them so much. They often ask me when you can come back. Yeah, when? Luckily, we can often see and chat online. Last week, my sister Yolanda helped to buy a tripod. It made it more convenient for us to chat. Good girl. Thank God, let us to have a chance to be filial to our parents. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
抱着。
哎呦，我听到声音了。
到了。
嗯。
那看过来。
大
哥，大哥。
哎呦，那眼睛啊，
大哥。
他真的眼睛朝那边看了哈，因为我眼睛。
会讲话。
来宝宝。
怎么2个都是他？
来宝宝 here。
好。
现在下午的时候睡醒，他会对着你笑了。
你好，你好，
你好。不会讲啊，还不会讲啊。
我看不到哈。
你好。
干嘛来吹风呢？
下午会笑。
哎呦，来宝宝今天好帅哦，白一点了。
没晒太阳。
我的眼睛好大哦。
哎呀，好开心啊！好，我抱着都不笑啊。我抱你都不笑，你抱你公公就抱你就笑啊。阿公男都驚笑啊嚇，阿姑男都冇笑啊。嘴巴一直动着，想跟老爸说话。
对。
对，这碗是你的。它电视有声音，它就不会听了。有跳舞。对啊，开电视。飞机机放跳舞的。
看到了。
来了。
年轻人吃什么都可以，你不要老吃什么都不给他吃。
中不中就怪，不会帮你就怪，炒饭你就不怪。